Hi everyone, very good evening to all of you. Now we are going to study the question number 22 about linear momentum and impulse. So impulse is nothing but change in linear momentum. So what is the meaning of impulse and what kind of question they will ask? We will try to understand. Now the very first thing is what is impulse? See, the impulse is nothing but change in linear momentum. Change in linear momentum is nothing but impulse. But this is the case when a large force acts on a body for a small, short interval of time. When a large force acts on a body for a short interval of time, like someone punch very quickly. So the duration of contact is very less. In such cases, the change in linear momentum we call it as impulse. According to Newton's second law, force equal to dp by dt or delta p by delta t. So dp change in linear momentum is f dt or integration dp equal to integration f dt with particular limits we have to consider like t1 to t2. So this is the change in linear momentum you can find. So when there is a large force acts on a body and there is a change in linear momentum, that we call it as impulse. Now how to find impulse from graph? Generally when they give displacement versus time graph, now slope equal to velocity, so that when slope changes, so change in velocity delta v equal to v bar minus u bar. When the slope changes, then velocity changes. So that you can find change in velocity, then delta p equal to m into delta v. Or else, if you take force versus time graph like this, then area below ft graph. So area below the graph means nothing but integration y quantity with respect to x quantity under the limits t1 to t2. That is also nothing but change in linear momentum. So this way, sometimes the question can be asked based on the graph. Like here, see, this is like this. Now this is one velocity. This is another velocity because the slope changed. Then here velocity u, here velocity v. Then there is a change in velocity. But for first line, the slope is positive. For the second line, the slope is negative. So that you have to consider the direction also. Now, there are few cases like where they will ask the questions based on the impulse. Like when there is a wall and a ball of mass moving with a velocity and it will hit and come back with a velocity v, then delta p they will ask like m into v bar minus u bar. But here v minus of minus u will become because m into v plus u. Why? Because here the velocities are in opposite direction after taking collision with the wall. Similarly, the same case they can also ask like when there is a wall, vertical wall or horizontal wall, a ball will hit and it will rebound back at some angle. So then also you can calculate the change in linear momentum, change in velocity. And here the velocity component changes only along the vertical direction, I mean perpendicular to the surface. Along perpendicular to the surface only velocity component changes. This is what another case. Like this they will ask, or suppose the same thing they can ask you like when a cricket ball hits bat, then also there is a change in linear momentum, because the ball will come in one direction and it will hit the bat and it will go back in another direction. So there also you can calculate change in linear momentum, that is also like impulse. Like that, different cases they will ask, and due to impulse there is also a force acts. Sometimes they will ask what is the force due to impulse, so that the force value F equal to delta P by delta T. So after finding change in linear momentum, if you divide with time, then you will get the force also. Sometimes they will ask force also. Like, so based on these things, let's see how the examples will be there, simple examples, so that you can understand. Now, a ball of mass m strikes a rigid wall with a speed u and rebounds with the same speed. The impulse imparted to the ball by the wall. See here, there is a wall. Now, it hit with a velocity u and again rebound with same velocity. Then delta p equal to m into u minus of minus u. That means it will become 2mu. Now, a batsman hit back a ball of mass 1.15 kg straight in the direction of the bowler without changing its initial speed of 12 meter per second. If the ball moves linearly, then the impulse imparted to the ball. So it is coming and hitting and going back again without changing its initial speed. So here also same thing again, just like above question. So but the way of asking question is different. That is, there is a bat and the ball coming and hitting and then coming back along the straight line with the same speed. Now m into v minus minus u. So m into v plus u, but v equal to u, so 2mu, where m is given, u is given. So that 2 into 0.15, mass is 0.15 into 12 meter per second. So this way you can calculate the change in linear momentum or impulse imparted. Now, as I said, there are sometimes they will give the question based on the graph. Like here they have given the graph between displacement, I mean position versus time graph. What is the time interval between two consecutive impulses received by the body? Now here the velocity changed after every 2 seconds. See here. From year to year, velocity is 1, slope is something. Now here suddenly changed. Now from year to year, it is same. Then again suddenly changed. So for every 2 seconds, the velocity got changed. Like here if you consider, so the first slope is initial speed 2 by 2, 1. And the next slope for this one, it is minus 2 by 2, that is minus 1. Then delta V will become minus 2. So within a duration of 2, like that, next after 2 seconds again it changed. Like that you can calculate delta P equal to m into delta V. But here they are just asking after what interval of time the impulse is acting. Now another question. Two billiard balls A and B, each of mass 50 gram and moving in opposite directions with a speed of 5 meter per second each, collide and rebound with the same speed. The impulse imparted to each ball is. See here, two billiard balls A and B, each of mass 50 gram and moving in opposite directions with a speed of 5 meter per second each collide and rebound with the same speed. Collide and rebound with the same speed. The impulse imparted to each ball is. So impulse nothing but again. See here also they are telling rebound with same speed again. So again it will become what? 2 mu. Now 2 into mass is 50 gram, 10 power minus 3. Speed is 5. So 500 into 10 power minus 3. So 0.5 it will become. So this way simple questions will come, but many times they asked question based on this concept of impulse. And as I said, sometimes the ball will hit the wall at some angle, and here it is hitting the wall at a angle theta. Now in this case, what you have to understand here is here. As I said, when it hit with a particular angle alpha, then it will go back at some angle alpha. Now this is u, this is u. Now you will take components here like this. Now this is alpha. So this is u cos alpha and this is u sin alpha. Similarly for this one, if you take components, this one and this one, this is u cos alpha and this is u sin alpha. So along the surface u sin alpha remain same, but along the perpendicular direction u cos alpha change direction. So delta v will become u cos alpha minus of minus u cos alpha, so that 2u cos alpha, so that delta p equal to 2mu cos alpha. Now if they ask force equal to delta p by delta t. And if they give suppose the angle with the surface, this one beta, then instead of cos, sin will come. So with the normal if they give the angle, cos is coming. With the surface if they give angle, sin will come. But here with the normal they have given. So what will be the answer? 2mu cos 30 by t. So option D will come. So this way it's all about the force experienced by a body due to change in linear momentum, or what is impulsive force, or what is impulse and how to calculate, especially when rebounding of a ball from the rigid surface. So at some angle or at vertical direction. So this is all the things you need to understand. And as usual, I have given few examples based on the same thing. So just try to solve it. So thank you all of you. We'll meet in the next session with the next topic. Thank you.